What's good, YouTube? I'm eating some gushers and whatnot, because you know, we like gushers around here, so y'all see me smacking. Don't be alarmed about it. Alright? Look, I don't think anybody's done this yet. Make sure, yeah. Alright. I don't think anybody's done this yet. What we're gonna do today? Well, these gushers smacking, but they chewy though. Dang. Alright. What we're gonna do today is a Smite 2 tier list of characters that I believe will be broken in Smite 2. Now, to my knowledge, nobody has done this. So if somebody has done this, don't be hitting my stuff with, oh, you stole this idea from. Look, I don't think anybody's done this. I ain't on YouTube. I don't follow a lot of creators like that on YouTube to even know if anybody's done this. But I think it would be a pretty cool idea. So, as Smite 2, you guys just know the alpha just finished a couple days ago and whatnot. And so here we are. We're going to go over the gods that are currently in Smite 1, that if it put into Smite 2, how things are right now, how good would each god be? That's starting from S tier all the way to D tier, okay? This is going to be really weird because we're doing this live. I thought about doing this on Twitch with everyone, and I was like, nah, because I already know that if I do it on Twitch, and the people on Twitch not going to watch it on YouTube, and I need my little views. You feel me? Anyway, let's switch over. We're going to go right and go straight to, we'll just do just chatting, because I think that won't work. So yeah, like I said, we're doing this live. Let's do the live scene. I think this works. And we got to do it at the bottom. This one. This is the one. All right, here we go. All right, so we're starting with Achilles. Now, as you guys know, in Smite 2 has only one beads at the moment right now, right? So you get a beads and it's a 240-second cooldown. So from that aspect, this man has a stun in his kit off rip. So I'm gonna just put him at, we're gonna start here. We're gonna put him at B just to start, okay? Well, he has an execute 2. There is no, back it up. He's going higher. He has an execute 2. There is no, well, there is the blood thingy, but I don't know. We don't know how execute is going to work, but I'm pretty sure that's going to eat through the execute. So we're going to put him at A tier just to start because he has a stun in his kit off rip, which is crazy. And he also has an execute, and he has some stuff that allows him to dodge, and he be schmoving in a game where movement is pretty important. So we're going to put Achilles at A tier. Agni. Now, Agni is going to be a problem. Reason why I believe Agni is going to be a problem is because he obviously gets bombs already. He has a stun in his kit as well that comes back up every couple of seconds, it feels like, especially with the gas. Then he's got the bombs. You're going to be using your beads a lot. We're going to start him all the way with A tier. He's also got a good dash to get away and also dash to go in. So, but let me go ahead and preface this statement. I don't play this game professionally, so this is just my opinion. You guys can come back, make your own ones, and leave comments below saying, yo, I think this is good or I think this is bad. Your call, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and put him at A tier right now. All right, AMC with no beads, with no real CC. He has abilities that allow him to have movement speed. I think because he has movement speed in his abilities, unless he is changed, I'm going to go ahead and put him at A tier. Reason why is because there's not a lot of movement items that are available in the game at the moment. So we're just going off how the game is, which means if he is schmoving, you're generally never catch him. Unless you guys have a perfect gank. You'll generally never catch him. So he's just going to be annoying to just deal with over and over and over again. Now, there is the process of, the stealth trees and the stealth grass and all that, which can make things a little bit different. But I'm still going to leave him A tier because he still will probably clear very well, which will be annoying to deal with. And his bees, which obviously put wards around the map as well, because we always forget that his little little thingies are little mini wards. So he can put those in little areas and allow for him to essentially be safe if you're not destroying those. So that in itself puts him at A tier in my opinion. All right, Alpwash, no real CC outside of if you're healing, which then stuns. His ultimate's decent, but he has no way to really escape. So to me, Alpwash is going to die on cooldown a lot. Even with his ult, I think Alpwash will die on cooldown a lot. So I'm going to put him at D tier. just because I don't think there's going to be real things to keep him alive. Now, I actually did play a game with Aimbot where he actually played support. You guys don't know Aimbot, but I played a game with him, and he played support one game where he was just dropping shells and healing with meditation and displacement crap to stun the team. So if you have a good support, you could probably keep him alive. But let's be honest, in Smite, there are very, very, very good supports, or very, very few good supports that allow for you to play characters, especially in ranked characters that don't have good escapes that cause issues. So Opwash, D tier. Amaterasu. Now Amaterasu's kit is, since she got her dash, she's got a little heal, she's got her 3 or her 2, it's a little thing, and then she shoots it out. And then she's got her ultimate. To me, I'm gonna put Amaterasu at C tier, because she has no CC. If you're gonna notice, a recurring thing here is if you have CC, I'm putting you up higher because that's cause for you to get beads. Now I know you can say, well, you can ult and you can always use, you can get beads off the ult. Yeah, but that's not typically what you want to do. You don't want to always be having to use your ult to be aggressive and to force someone's beads. Yeah, you can do that, and I don't mind it. But when you have somebody like Achilles, where you can like literally just stun somebody for free and get their beads, and then they be running, and then you know for the next 240 seconds, every time you do this move and hit them, they're going to be stunned. Whereas for the next, every 60 seconds you get a stun, and that's assuming you're not playing against somebody who has a dash or anything along the lines of that. Amaterasu to me, C tier. So I'm just going to call it at that, okay? You guys see the point that I'm making. On her, which by the way feels clunky to me in Smite 2, I'm going to put him at S tier. The reason why I'm putting on her at S tier is because his 1 is a slow. You all know how good the pillar is. Apparently they changed the pillar to where the closer that you are to the pillar, the more of a slow that it does as well. So that's a very good item. You also know the pillar stun combo, so you throw in his 2. That's also very good. Gotta watch walls, obviously. His jump allows him to get in and get out. He can also jump over things, which we already know that. And then his ultimate is a CC immune ult. So I'm gonna put him at S tier because he's got everything that you could possibly want. Let's just be honest. Am I live? I am live. I didn't even know I was live doing this, but I'm live doing this. So we're putting him at S tier. I didn't even know I clicked go live on here. Well, you guys are watching this live. Simple, point blank, whatever. All right, so on here, I'm putting him at S tier. I literally didn't know I was live. That is crazy. I'm literally live now for the YouTube video, but whatever. I literally wasn't gonna do this because I was like, they're not gonna watch the video, so I'm gonna post it on YouTube, and that'll force them to watch the video. Hey, Bunny. Hey, Mike. Sorry, YouTube. We're doing this live. It is what it is. All right, Anubis. Anubis is. All right, here's the thing. Anubis, I'm gonna put him at. He has no escapes. His ultimate is decent. I'm still gonna put him at C tier. All right, I'm putting him at C tier. No, I'm gonna put him at B tier. Reason why I'm putting him at B tier because his 2 is very, very good. And it's good for CC if you can land it. Now, I'm not gonna put him any higher than B tier because he has no escape, so he doesn't get away from anybody, but he can pop someone's bees. And essentially, if somebody has anti-heal, he doesn't heal enough for anything to happen. So I'm gonna put him at B tier because I just feel like that is where he would be at in Smite 2. Just B tier. I'm even, you know what? No, I'm taking it back. He's going C tier. I'm putting him at C tier because he has no escapes. I'm just putting him there. His abilities look good, but I'm putting him at C tier. All right. Ao Kwang. Ao Kwang as a jungler, I think is going to be a problem. I think anytime that you have executes, I think he's going to be a problem. So we all know that he has the ability with movement. His 1 allows him to go invisible, which is also good. And he also gives him more movement speed in his 1, which is great. So that's a good thing. His 2 is obviously going to smack people hard. His 3 is decent as well, which is actually your clear as well. And then his execute is awesome as well. So I'm going to put him to start. I'm going to put him at A tier because beads, not having beads is going to be a thing that is very, very common in this game in Smite 2. So he basically will have execute up at all times, unfortunately. And unless you have a good support who is running that item that allows you to beads his ult for everyone, or to give CC immunity to everyone, then it's just going to be Yeah, this is going to be a problem. You know, I was thinking that, Mike, I don't know if I want to put everything at S tier for executes, though, but we'll go over it, like, towards the end of it. This is kind of just to start it, to see where we're at. Aphrodite. Okay, now here's the thing. Aphrodite, I feel like could be used pretty well. Because of her ultimate basically giving a CC immune Aegis type thing. I think that actually might be really good. I think healing might be pretty well on her. So I can see her going to B tier. Reason why is because not only does she throw the kiss on you and then she's healing you consistently so you can stay in lane, but having the ability to basically immune an ult and not have to use your beads is really, really good. So I'm going to throw that out to B. Actually, I'm going to take her up even higher. She's going A tier because her ult will be up every 60 seconds, which means, or every 60 to 90 seconds when it goes something like that. Which means that essentially every time somebody else's ult is up, if she's kissing you, you don't have to use your beads at all. Outside of, you know, you being in a bad position and then you're in trouble. So I'm going to take her to A tier in that. But again, you still have to be able to understand where you're at. This is a game, Smite 2 is a game where you literally have to be really, really intentional with your spacing. If you're not intentional with your spacing, you can lose your beads and die instantaneously very, very fast, even with the Blood Book and even with the Blood Forge active. So it's very, very important that spacing is going to be important in this situation or in this game. So I want to put her at A tier anyway because having the ability to immune ult and immune a stun or whatever it may be that can keep you alive, I think that's really, really good. It's either A or B for sure. Apollo. Okay, let's take a look at Apollo. Apollo has a Mez, which is good. He's got his 1 that's decent clear. He's got his 3 that's a dash, and he's got his ult that can fly around or fly all the way across the map. I had some gushers, so I'm going through it, chat. I'm now like having hiccups and whatnot. Apollo, I'm going to put at... Wow, he has an ultimate that he can fly around the map. It's tough to say, but I think I'm going to put him A tier. The only reason why I say I put him A tier is because his Mez allows for people to have to get off of you, and it's usually like 2 to 3 seconds that you're Mez. Now, unless you're playing with an idiot team that wants you Mez and they hit him immediately and then you get jumped on and die anyway, then I think his ability to be safe to a degree is understated. I think that's understated for sure, but maybe B tier. We're going to go B tier. I think he's pretty safe. I think he's a safe guy. He's got a dash. He's got his 2 that stops people from fighting. And he's got, you can also use his 2 to set up. You mess somebody, you wait for a little bit for people to get here, and then you body a team or body whoever you're fighting. So that's a good thing too. His ult is stupid good too. Being able to fly around. You just hate that it uses mana. Yeah, you hate that you know, that's a good point. You guys can't see this, but Mike is talking and he basically said, you know what? Let's just make it to where you can see it. There's a chat at. Chat bat. Wada bat. Browser source. This is not stream chat. What the? Really move. Chat bat. Smack. Chat. Browser source. Okay. All right. When something else pops up, I'll drag it over here or something. Mike, type something in the chat. I don't care. Just type something. But he does make a point. His point was that Apollo has an ult that uses mana, but a lot of people in the ADC lane that has global ults, aka Kernabog, things of that. Here you go, guys. Hello, YouTube. You can go right here. Anyway. That has Kernabog has an ult that goes literally across the map as well. He doesn't have to use mana. I'm trying to think of who else has ults like that go across the map that don't use mana and things like that. But then again, he is flying for a while and he can literally fly. So I understand where he's coming from with that, but I don't know. Tough to say. I'm gonna leave him at B for now. Arachne, I'm taking her all the way up to S tier. Reason why is because there's just nothing that you can do against Arachne in this game. If Arachne was put into the Smite 2 Alpha, she easily, I think, would have been the best god to play without even like really having to think about it. And the reason why is because of her new kit and how everything works. with it only taking 2, is it 2 or 3? No, with her basically it's 3 hits, but you don't have to worry about the fact that if you hit something else, it goes away. So as long as you hit a guy 3 hits, they immediately get cocooned. With the way that the items are in this game, as soon as you got shins, you're basically eating through everyone's health. Imagine now you do that and she throws the spiders on you. You're getting ate up by spiders. You're cocooned. You're getting shin size. Basically, it's Smite 1, except it's worse because you don't have beads up for 240 seconds. So anytime Arachne comes to you, you're just dead. She gets your beads the first time. You essentially would have to just sit there and just understand I have to have wards there, but if Arachne sees me, I die. You almost have to essentially not use your dash, because the minute that you use your dash and the enemy team explains to their jungler your dash is down or whatever, Arachne just kills you. Unfortunate, but I think she was just going to be S tier in the situation. Ares, S tier. Easy to say why he's S tier. Chains. You either die to chains and fire, or you bees and get away, and then he ults you and you die. Again, short cooldown on his ult. Items are gonna be stupid good. And the fact that he can get everyone's bees instantaneously, and come back and he can do it again, and everybody's getting pulled. Ares, instant S tier. Not even needed, no need to even really talk about it for a long time. Just gonna be a stupid good guy when he gets put into the game, unless they change his stuff. Another god, we're gonna put not Awilix, I don't know why I'm saying Awilix. Artemis, we're gonna put Artemis at B tier as well. Now I have a feeling they're gonna change Artemis, but we're gonna put her, no we're not, we're taking Artemis down to C tier. Reason why we're taking Artemis down to C tier is because she has no escape outside of her ult, and her kick that she currently has right now is just not going to be good for laning FAs at all. She's just going to die. So I would put her at C tier. I'm not going to stay in this a long conversation with Artemis because she's just C tier. It is what it is. What is this? Oh, Jesus. All right. Anyway, yeah, C tier. Okay. What's her face? Who is this chick? I forgot who her chick is. Who is this? Who is this chick? What the freak is her name, bruh? I forgot who her name is. Who is he? The bear chick. All right, we know who. I know who her kid is. All right, I just know who her kid is, but I can't remember what her name is out there. Yeah, Ardia. That's what it is. Ardia. All right, Ardia. I can't. No, sort of CC, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna go C tier with Ardia. We already know her kit. I'm just gonna go C tier with her. I don't think that she's gonna be anything crazy. Outside of her cripple. Her cripple's cool. Her little ray gun or whatever she's using is cool too. Just nothing crazy in her. I'm gonna put her at C tier. Athena. Athena's A tier. Reason why I'm going A tier is because they changed her to where her ult now adds a flat shield. As you ult, you get a bigger shield. Taunt's always going to be good. Her dash always going to be good, and her 3 always going to be good. So I'm just gonna put her at A tier, because she has a global and can save anybody whenever she needs to save somebody. So, and she can get taunt, or she can get their beads pretty easily as she gets to late game. So I'm gonna throw that and just say A tier. Atlas, I'm putting him. I kind of want to put him possibly at S tier. Only reason why is because the dash is crazy, his throw is crazy, his ult is pretty good. And that little thing that he be throwing out is mad annoying. I think that's free damage. So I'm gonna put him at. I'm putting him at A tier. Only reason why I'm gonna put him at A tier is because Athena can pull multiple people. He can too if he. A tier, A tier, A tier, A tier, A tier, A tier. All right. Awilish still gonna end up being a setup god. So I can't put her at S tier because she needs some type of setup. So I'm gonna go A tier. Now I do think that she's gonna be really good because there are a lot of guys that can set her up, but I'm not gonna go S tier because she still needs guys that can set her up. To be able to be the most proficient Awilish, you have to have some team that can set you up. Yeah, you can hit your 3 and you can get pulls off of that. Yes, you can flip over and throw your 3 out fast enough and people don't react. You can still get pulls. But she is dependent on other people to get the best play out of a wheeler. She is dependent on other people. So I'm going to put her at A tier. Again, yes, her ult's going to consistently be pulling people because bees will be down. But again, yeah, A tier. Right there. Okay, what is this chick's name? Baba Yaga. I'm going to put Baba Yaga at B tier. Only reason why I'm putting Baba Yaga at B tier is because her potions and crap still going to be doing potions and crap. She has a dash. Her ult is decent, but I still don't think that fire would be moving enough. And I think once you get, well, her ult would keep her alive in the house though, unless you're just getting ate up. Right now, I'm just going to leave her at B tier. All right, B tier for Baba Yaga because I just think she's okay at what she does. But yeah, to your point, as Mike is saying, yeah, need is, or not need. Wheeler, she's gonna be good for guys who could jump. It's more of those. She's one of those guys that like you generally have to either you're picking her to counter pick people, or you're picking her because you are gonna have a lot of people setting you up. I.e., you're gonna have a Vulcan hitting a meatball, or you're gonna have Atlas throwing somebody to you, or you're gonna have Bacchus jumping in on somebody and then you're pulling, or you're gonna have Sobek, you know, throwing somebody to you and then you're pulling. Like, it's stuff like that. It's generally a setup guide that you're picking because you're going to be, your ults getting off are going to be really easy with the people that you have playing around you. That's how you play her. Not generally I'm picking her and I have nobody else to set me up into getting an ult. That's not generally when you want to pick a Wheelish. But to your point, yes, that's perfectly fine. All right, Bacchus. Bacchus is dumb good. I'm just gonna throw, he's just dumb good. I'm gonna put him in S tier. Okay, I know y'all probably like, why are you putting Bacchus S tier? Reason why I'm putting him S tier is because his kit got changed around. We don't know everybody else's kit yet, so I'm gonna put him S tier because he jumps on somebody, he flops you, and you're just annoyed the entire game. If you guys got a chance to play Smite 2, you understand that the invading meta is back. Generally when the game starts, you can go right into the game and start fighting people. Having a Bacchus in your duo lane who just jumps on you and immediately gives you damage, it's just not fun to deal with, especially because you're in the air for at least a second. It feels like a second and you're just taking autos in the process of that. You can literally lose half your health in one interaction with Bacchus, and the fact that he gets his jump back consistently while at level 1 to jump you and just be harassing you is very, very annoying. Seeing him in lane, not fun to deal with consistently, especially when you have another good ADC that can hit their autos and cause problems. And then if they hit level 2, just say goodbye, especially before you hit level 2, because you're essentially probably going to die if you don't get out of there and get on the tower. The other thing is that his belch, not his belch, well, his belch is obviously a stun as well. Stupid annoying. So we're not even getting to that. We already know if he jumps on you and then belches you, then you're stunned on top of that. Which is annoying. Early game, stupid annoying. And then his one, as he pops his one, if he hits you with it, it's basically a polyproc. So they've made him a lot better, which, of course, it is what it is, but S tier for sure. I don't have to acknowledge you. Oh, it's all good, brother. I mean, it's the chat. I acknowledge everyone anyway, or I try to. All right, Bacchusura. Okay, where is he at in this tier list? I'm gonna put him at. Here's the reason why I'm not going to put him at any high ranks right now. There is no Fatalis or anything like that right now in the game, for what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there is no Fatalis in the game in Smite 2 at the moment. I know there's like a Landis bow and things like that, but there is no Fatalis, and he absolutely needs Fatalis because you need to be able to stay on somebody. So because there is no Fatalis in the game at the moment, he's dropping down to C tier. No, he's dropping down to D tier because all he can do is eat. His ult is good and whatnot. He can jump away. His butcher blades are decent, but again, you need to be able to stay somebody. You need to be able to stay on somebody with him consistently to cause problems. You can't do that in the game right now. So he's either D or C tier, but because he absolutely needs Fatalis, I'm gonna put him at D tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at D tier. Okay. Baron Shametti. Baron, I'm trying to think. All his abilities he has. Annoying. He might be S. I think a recurring thing is you're gonna see a lot of Guardians be S tier, but I think he might be S for the simple fact that he is annoying with all of his abilities. They do a decent amount of damage, and then his ult easily a beads burner as well. And then he even has a thing that literally stops you from moving as well, which could be a beads burner as well. So I'm gonna just put him at S tier. Again, this is early. We don't know what's going to happen in the game, but right now I'm gonna put him at S tier. Bastet. Easy A tier for me. Reason why: jump in, damage, whip, damage, 3 damage, 4 ultimate CC. Just annoying. Nothing's gonna really change about Bastet in that aspect. She's still gonna be a stupid, annoying god to play against. Only difference now is that you got stealth grass and trees to deal with and have to deal with on top of that, which makes her even more annoying. So I'm gonna put her at A tier. I don't think she crosses into S tier because she won't be broken, but she's just gonna consistently just be doing damage. There's not gonna be a lot that you can do with her in the process of her doing damage, especially early. So I'm gonna go with A tier on Bastet. You know what? This is my chick Bologna, but you know what? I think Belle's B. I think Belle's B. And I know it sounds crazy to say, but everything that I experienced in Smite 2, Belle just wasn't like anything that you were like, you didn't even want to play Belle. There were so many gods that countered her just in the list of the people that were available. Fenrir absolutely destroyed Belle. Bacchus kills Belle. I'm trying to think who else that was available. Athena taunts Belle out of crap. And that's if you're just playing her in solo lane. Chalk, stupid annoying. I don't think really loses to Belle, but is annoying. Don't know if you really win or lose. Those two kind of counter each other out from the alpha per se. But she just pretty much lost everyone. She didn't feel good in the jungle. She didn't really feel good in solo lane. She didn't feel good at support at all because you have no CC, and you're not gonna run her in the mid lane. So Belle I almost want to take her down to C tier. The only reason that I would bring her up is because the way that they changed her with her kit, as far as her whip and her shield and her hammer, there's different things that make her a little bit better. But honestly, B tier. Like just B tier, maybe even C. I'll leave that to you. Cabrakan in this game, what would he be like? Okay, I'm trying to think. His 3, stupid annoying, for sure, but I think I'm gonna put him at B tier. I know he has a stun and everything, and all of that, but oh well, actually I don't know, because now we're talking items. We're talking what type of items can you run with him. The way that the game felt, you needed like 1 or 2 items that could do damage, and you go tank, and you're just shredding through people. So I'm gonna put him at A tier because I think you can do the same thing with Cabrakan. Couple items here that give him a little damage, and the rest of it he's just tanking stuff, causing problems with his 3, stunning you, walling you off with his ult, still causing damage. I'm gonna put him at A tier because I think he'll be good too. Camazotz, I hate this guy with a passion, so I'm just gonna put him at D tier. You know, because this is a personal bias that I have against Camazotz, so he's just going to D tier. I hate him. I think I have like 35 worshippers on him. I hate him. He's ugly. He stinks. I can smell him through the screen. He's just D tier. Okay, he's just D tier. Cerberus, ult amazing. Slow amazing, stun amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and put him S tier. I just feel like he's just gonna be really good. Like I said, recurring thing that you're gonna see is I feel like any guardian that has consistent CC, it's just gonna be a problem. And I think Serb 1000% a problem. Cernanos. Now I actually think Cernanos felt the best to play in the ADC role. Everything just came really easy to me with Cernanos. So I'm gonna go and put him at S tier because I just think he does everything well, still very well. You heard the dev say it when they were talking about in the alpha, that Serb has just always done everything well. Appreciate the follow. Low. I'm just gonna call you Low. I'm just gonna put him at S tier because he just felt really good. Simple, period, point blank. Just felt really good to play. Anher was the most clunky out of all of them, but he felt really good to play, and he still does everything good. He clears well. He can heal through his one. He can also do more damage through his one. He can also slow through his one. So you have different ways to play there. His dash is really good. You can also cancel his dash now. And his ultimate, easy to hit and easy to cause problems with. And it can hit the entire freaking team. So, yeah, just a really good ADC, period, point blank. Chalk, I'm going to put him at... I saw some good chalks, but I also think I saw some good chalks because people didn't know how to deal with them. I think a lot of people were playing the game using auto builds, and I learned very quickly that when you're in the solo lane with auto builds and you're playing against chalk, you just can't use auto builds against him because he just kills you. But once you get anti-heal, he literally falls off. And the auto builds, if I remember, didn't have anti-heal in them. So with that being the case, I'm gonna put Chalk at B tier, and we'll see how he comes, how he becomes better as the alphas and betas and stuff come in the near future. Okay, Chang'e. I haven't talked this much in a minute. Chang'e, I'm going to put. I agree with that, Mike. Chang'e, I'm going to put at. Let's see. She's got an immune. Great. She's got an ult. Great. She never has a back. Great. She's got a 1 that's going to hit stupid hard. Great. And she's got a 2 that's going to hit pretty hard too. Right? Her 1 is one thing. Her 2 is another item. Her 3 is the immune. Her 4, putting her S. Give me a sec, chat. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna put her at S tier because she can literally immune all the stuff. And having a way to immune abilities in this game with the beads being the way that it is, we spoke about it before, but 240 seconds of a cooldown and not having to use your beads and having a CC immune and Aegis in your kit, S tier, simply, period, point blank. Charybdis, I actually think you're gonna see her go up a little bit, and the reason why is no, actually you may not. Her 3 is gonna be really good, but her clear is gonna be decent. Still be Charybdis, but actually I'm gonna put her at A. I'm gonna put her at A because I feel like with her ult being CC immune as well, it's gonna be good. Her 3 basically keeping you alive for long periods of time. It's gonna be good. And I think. Well, no, I'm putting her B. The reason why is because she only gets her 3 off if you guys aren't planning it right? If you get with Athena and you taunt her off rip, she probably would die before. She'll have to use her Bs before she can go into her 3. So I'm going to still put her B tier. I don't think that much changes from her in the process of going from Smite 1 to Smite 2. I think she'll still struggle hard. Kernebog, I'm going to put at A tier just because he has a global immune ult. Period, point blank. Being able to immediately ult around the map and cause problems, definitely an issue for sure. It doesn't cost mana. It also resets his cooldowns on top of that, which makes him do a lot more damage. Trying to think. He'll clear well too. He has a dash that gets away too. I'm just gonna put him at A tier. What's up, Grim? I'm just gonna put him at A tier. Chiron is gonna be probably similar to Neath as far as the ability based build. I don't think you're gonna build him with auto attacking based type build. So I'm gonna put him at. I'm trying to think. Does he go A? I think you go A with Chiron too. Yeah, because I think in team fight scenarios, his ult is going to be really, really good. And the reason why I feel like his ult is going to be really, really good is because there's not a lot of ways for you to immune a bunch of stuff now. So I think his ult is going to become more prevalent in a way to keep him alive, even when he does die. And I think you're going to see a lot of pro players, and even not even pro players, but challenger circuit players. I think they're going to start using him a lot better in how he is played and be more viable. So I can see that being the case for sure. Also, his 1 hits really hard. His 2 hits really hard. His 3 is a dash away, which is a decent dash as well. I like it. Yeah, and it's also, you can also anti-CC with his 1 too. So I like it. I think A tier for sure. Chronos, a stun in his kit, annoying. I think he'll be more annoying than he's ever been if I think about it, because now you use your beads and you don't get it back. So he's immediately A tier. I'm just gonna throw that out. He's immediately A tier. And I'm just gonna leave that there. I don't think you push him to S tier. Not yet, but I think he's for sure A tier. I think he's for sure A tier. I just don't think you push him to S tier yet. But he could be, because he's popping beads instantaneously. So I can see if anybody wanted to put him in S tier, I can see him putting him S tier. But I'm gonna leave him A. I'll let you guys decide. Cleo, I think she'll be more. Judged on how the map looked, let's put it this way. Judging on how the map looked, I don't know if her passive becomes as good as a passive as it was in Smite 1. I'm trying to remember how all of the things looked as far as the walls in Smite 2. And there were a lot more stealth. Like in a duo, there was like little wall, grass, little wall, grass, little wall, grass, and then you're at the tower. So I don't know if Cleo is going to be as good because her passive is not going to be as useful from what I am experiencing or remembering in the game. So I'm going to put her at B tier. The demo is over. These are bars. Yes, it is over. It will not be coming back until God knows when. So now I'm doing a Smite 2 tier list over Smite 1 gods and what I think how the gods will play out in Smite 2. It's very good. For alpha, it's very, very good. They did an excellent job. All right, let's keep going. What's this dude's name, bro? I just forgot it. Oh my God, what is this dude's name? Oh, Big Mother Trucker, bro. I literally had it in my head. Who's the last person I did? Kronos. What is it? Yeah, Cthulhu. That's what his name is, Cthulhu. All right. I think he's just gonna be annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's gonna take up entire lanes. So I'm just gonna put him at A tier. I think his abilities are still stupid good. His dash is stupid good. His 2 allowing you to, I think it's his 2 that allows you to stun. Not stun, but it makes you stop moving once he drops it. Still's gonna clear really, really well. And then his 1 with his annoying 1, which is a little thing that he does, that little thing that he kicks out at you, or not kicks out at you, but like yells at you or whatever that crap is. Annoying too. And then his ultimate's still really good too. I don't know if I put him S tier, but I would definitely put him A tier for sure. Coochie Lane, whatever lane. He's something lane. All right. I'm gonna put him at. Doesn't have any stuns. I'm gonna put him at B. It's just annoying god to deal with. For sure. Just gonna be stupid annoying to deal with. But I'm gonna put him at B. No stuns outside of his ult where he does a little thing and knocks you up. Oh wait, take it back. A tier. He does have that little barge thing. That barge thing is annoying. But he only gets that when he's in what's his face stance. B tier. When he's in rage stance. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at B tier. I just think he's B tier. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Cupid. ADC. Dang, there's a lot of guys, bro. Cupid, I'm going to put at. What do I want to put? Stun with his 1 after a certain amount of abilities. Dash, decent. Hearts, give you mana, give you stuff back. I'm gonna put him B tier. Cause you still have to land. You still have to land his 1 consistently. So I'm gonna put him at B tier. I don't think A. Yeah, I don't think A. Just B tier. No. Maybe A. The reason why I say A is just because if your beads are down, you just die. So yeah, I think. Only reason why I say Ares is S is because you don't have to land anything with his ult. You just gotta run up to somebody and press a button, and then he's gonna automatically get your beads. And then you come back and you do it again, and it's beads. So even if you can't land chains, you're consistently pulling everyone consistently, and then they're just getting mollywopped with abilities. So that's the reason why he's easy S tier. But I guess essentially Cupid is kind of the same way. If you just drop your ult and you get their beads, you know the next fight that you drop their ult, it's going to be down. So that's the reason why I give him S tier. That's the, or not S tier, A tier. That's the only reason why I give it to him is because you drop it, it's an immediately they have to beads unless they know they're not going to die. But if you're hitting your autos, then they usually going to beads. And then you know the next fight, when you drop your ult again, then you're going to hit them with a 1. They're going to get stunned from the ult. They're going to get stunned from the 1. And by that time, they're pretty much dead. So from that, I'm going to give him A tier. Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm going to give him A tier. The cooldown's different in this game, so I don't know how the cooldown's going to necessarily work with his ult, but I just know that you're going to at least get off 1 to 2 ults again before they get their beads back. So, yeah. Daji. Daji, I am going to put at a C to D tier. Only reason why I'm putting her at C to D tier is because her escape sucks, and having to play around your teammates sucks. Also, I play on controller, and controller with her sucks. So I'm going to put her at C tier because you essentially are just kind of just going to die going against or playing with Daji. You got to think there are people who have escapes in the alpha that were dying consistently with escapes, and she doesn't even really have a good escape. So, yeah, I'm just going to put her at C tier. I don't want to put her at D. I'm going to put her at C. She will get beads, which is good. That's the only reason why I'm going to leave her at C is because she will get beads. And she will pull people. So maybe I will go to B from that aspect. Because she will pull people and she will get people's beads. But I feel like she will be dying on cooldown consistently. So there, I'm going to leave her at B. This mother trucker, Danzaboro, I almost want to put him at A. I'm not going to lie. I want to put him at, S. I kind of want to put him at S. Because his ult is going to be menacing. So I kind of want to put this dude at S. But I'm going to put him at A. His 1, stupid good. His 2, stupid good. It's a taunt, basically, if you stay in it. His 3, stupid good because he gets movement speed in it. And he's just moving around so you're not hitting autos too. And then let's say you try to get away, then he ults you and he kills you and he gets your beats. So A tier for sure. Dang, how many? Oh shoot. All right. Can I add an extra row? Add a row below. Because I think there's a lot more than just A. A tier, because we're running out of rows. All right. Discordia. I'm gonna put her at B tier. Her ult's pretty cool. Her 1's decent. Her 2's decent. Her 3's decent. Just decent all the way around. So Disco, B. Erlang Shin, B. Here's the reason why. His 3 doesn't knock up anymore. His 1, decent. 2, it's a stun. Sort of decent. It's a root. My bad. It's a root. Sort of decent. His 3, sort of decent. His 4 is literally a taunt, which is cool. But if you get anti-heal, it causes problems. Also, he has to have attack speed and everything else to be really good. I don't know with the items that are currently in the game. I'm trying to think. If he goes that Meteor Hammer and then he goes Shin Size and he goes the rest of it, is that enough for him to do a lot of damage? Maybe. You know, if he's staying alive through everything else, maybe. But it's tough to say because we can't see him. So I'm just going to leave him at B tier. I'm going to leave him at B tier for now. ESET, formerly known as ISIS, but ESET. No escapes. Decent amount of stuns. Healing should be good with her ult. Counter, and then you can basically silence someone with one. I think that's your 2. I'm just gonna leave her B tier for now. I think she's B tier. I don't see any reason to move her up any higher or any less. No escape. She's kind of a cone head for the most part. So you just gotta hit your stuns with her, and she can probably go up to A tier if you're consistently hitting your stuns. But for now, B. Fafnir, Faffy Daffy. I'm gonna put him B tier. I know the stun from the hammer is cool, but you gotta really land that one. His auto attack speed stun that he gives to people, cool, decent. More of a who are you laning with in your lane type thing. Like he's laning with like a Rama or somebody. Like, okay, cool, a better god. But I'm gonna leave him B tier. He gotta be tier. I'm gonna leave him B just because when he goes into his ult, he does get more stuns. But the reason why I'm gonna leave him there is because when he goes out of his ult, he gets bodied. So I'm just gonna leave him B tier. Fenrir is going all the way up to S tier. Only reason why I'm putting him at S tier is he just does everything well in this game. His runes get back consistently, so it's a stun bonanza. Everything that you do in the game with Fenrir gives you runes. If you jump on 4 minions, you get 4 runes. You jump on 5 minions, you get 5 runes. Then you go into your brutalize, you're getting runes off of that. His ult's stupid good, and you're getting runes off of his too. He just does everything stupid well in the game. It's hard to kill him. He's doing a lot of damage. He can jump out of it. He can pull you. He's consistently getting Bs. He's just a problem in the game. Simple, point blank. He's just really good. I'll leave it there. What's your name? Freya. I'm going to still leave at anywhere from C to B. I'm going to put her at C. Only reason why I'm putting her at C is because she has no escape outside of her ult. And you just never want to be consistently using your ult to use it as an escape. But obviously, you know, she gets really strong late game. But here's the thing. Late game scenario, can you get there to do the damage? Can you get there to make things happen? The other thing is, we don't know if they're going to make her. She was a mage base in Smite 1. There is no magical damage in Smite 2. It's intelligence based. So are they going to make her intelligence based? Are they going to make her ADC based, like strength based? If they make her strength based, she becomes a lot better. But considering that her abilities sound like they're going to be mage based abilities, then she's probably going to have to build intelligence items, which means that she won't be swinging as fast as what she's swinging, because intelligence items right now in the game don't give you attack speed. They just kind of give you power. So very strange on how they're going to build her. I'm just going to put her at C because I don't know how they're going to make her and change her up to make her work. Because if, like I said, if she is building it as a strength base, then yeah, you can put crit on her, you can do all this other type of stuff, and she becomes a beast. She's a problem to deal with. We don't know that though, because in the other game, she's mage based, and they gave her like the rings and all that. And all that doesn't exist right now in game for Smite 2. So can't say whether she's going to be good or not, but just based on her kit alone, C tier. Ganesh, taking that mother trucker up. Stupid annoying. Obviously his dash, stupid annoying. His ult, stupid annoying, which is going to do a lot of damage as well. And actually, I'm not going to take him S tier. I'm going to put him A tier. Just stupid annoying. Going to be really, really good. And all the way around. Just a very, very good god that's going to cause problems for a lot of people in general. So definitely A tier. Geb, S tier. Reason why Geb is going to be S tier is because his ult, obviously, problem. His 1 is going to allow him to move around the map stupid fast. Problem. His 2, which is his little knock-up thing, stupid annoying. Problem. It's just damage that you just take and take and take. And it's the most annoying damage to probably take in the game. Like, you can deal with getting chained by Ares. It's like, dang, he chained me. He's hitting him. He's landing all his stuff. So some skill involved in that. His freaking cone thing for his 2 is like literally the Red Sea. So it's just damage that you just take. Then his 3 obviously counters stuns and things of that nature, which just makes him even better and also gives them a lot of shield as well. So 3, stupid good. Ult, stupid good. 2, stupid good. 1, he's moving around the map really fast. Geb, enough said. It's very, very good. Gilgamesh, another auto attacking god. I don't think will be as good as. I think he'll kind of be where he's at right now. I think I just see him at B tier. I know he's got a kick, but even in the solo lane, there's not a stupid amount of walls for you to kick people into. And so from that aspect, I don't see him being particularly stupid great. I mean, the only way that you're going to get kicked into the wall is if you're playing for the Warhorn or if you're going for the gold, the 30G gold. But at that point, if you're going for that while he has a ton of health, then you're not playing the game right, because you should essentially be able to beat him early in game. Easily, honestly, with the way that the game is right now, I'm pretty sure you should be able to beat him early in game, to where even when you go to try to capture the Warhorn or try to capture the gold thing, I think you'll be fine. Now, here's the thing. Level 1, Gilgamesh might be a problem, because if he takes his 1, He pops you with his thing, and then he has a little, you know, stem of, not a stem, but he gets an extra damage from his one. Fighting you early at level 1, probably not the case, but you should out clear the wave for him pretty easy, and that's where the problem lies with Gilgamesh, which is why I will put him at B. This guy, I'm gonna put him at B tier too, which is Guan Yu. I'm only gonna put him there just because you can cancel out his 3, which is his big clear. His dash is annoying, obviously. His 2 is still a heal. No, his 2 is his dash. His 1 is still a heal. Still annoying, but again, you can cancel all that out. So you don't play him knowing that you have some guys that can cancel his stuff out. And from that aspect, I'm going to leave him still at B tier. Doesn't really have a great stun outside of his ultimate, so that's just that. Hachiman is still going to be really, really good. I'm going to put him at S. No. A. I think Hachiman's going to go to A tier just because I like his 1, easy for clear. I like his 2. Not his 1. I like his 2, easy for clear. His 1 allows you to still shoot far, and his 3 is a dash, and his 4 is an ultimate that allows you to get away or do damage. He's just good all the way around. Not better than Cernanos. To me, not better than Anhur as far as their abilities and what they do, but he's very, very good all the way around. So, A tier. Hades, very annoying. S tier. Only reason why I'm putting him S tier is because them bees gonna be down. Them bees is gonna be down. And when them bees go down, he gonna be ulting. So I'm putting him S tier. I'm just gonna put him S tier because as soon as he dashes in on everyone, just GG. All I'm seeing is Ares pulling everyone, he dashing in, and then he ulting everyone. And y'all just sitting there, he over here holding his hands up like this, and the sound is going in the game, and then you getting bodied by the ADC, you getting bodied by the solo laner, and you're getting bodied by the mid laner if he's playing solo, or if he's playing mid lane, then you're getting bodied by the solo laner at the same time. And all y'all are just eating damage and you can't run. And that's at the point where you have to have a good support who has a bees to stop that, whatever item that is. But even when you use that item, it's a 175-second cooldown. So there's that. And so it's just a lot. It's a lot. Like, it's going to be fun to watch a lot of competitive players play this game now to see how the meta develops. But, man, yo, aimbot, get on somewhere, man. So, yeah, so Hades, I think Hades is going to be stupid good. Hebo, or Habwa, or however you say his name. For Smite 2, with the way his cooldown and stuff is, I was literally about to say Hebrew. I'm gonna put him. Oh, I can just remove this then. How do I remove this? Oh, it's delete row, right? Oh shoot. Okay. From here, I'm gonna put him A tier. Only reason why I'm gonna put him A tier is because his knockup consistently is annoying. His ability with his, I think it's his 2 is his carpet, annoying. 3 annoying, ult annoying. We all know how Hebo is, or Hebro, or Habwa, however you want to say his name, just annoying. So I'm just gonna put him at A tier for now. Heimdallr, that's tough. I want to say high A, maybe A plus. If I made a roll A plus, I would put him probably at A plus because his ability to get away is really good with his 3. No, here's the thing. He always had to use his 3 and his Aegis generally to get away because he took so much damage if he was trying to get away from people. Now the fact that you can still use your beads, but you'll still take a ton of damage, I think he dies. So I'm going B tier. You have to really keep your head on the swivel with him because you'd have to go into it early. No, I'm not going to have 20 gods in Nest. I don't think I'm going to have 20 gods in Nest. Hell, I'm just going to leave at B. We already know why. Hell's just going to be at B. I think she does things decently well, but she has no escapes. Just going to leave her at B. Hera, I think Hera is going to be good. I'm going to leave her for now. No escapes, but she does have Argus. Argus will probably cause a lot of annoyance. Her shield Probably really good for her. I think I'm gonna just put her A. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put her A for now. Hercules with the pool, the way he is now, the heal, the charge, his ultimate. I don't know. I don't think he's S tier warrior. You still have to hit it. I'm gonna put him A because you have to hit it. You have to land it. There's some skill in landing his his 2, in order for him to get the pull. So I'm gonna put him A. It was a lot easier to land his 2 into his 1 combo, then he'd probably be S tier. But I'm gonna put him A. Put him A because he does get Bs consistently. If you're landing it, puts people in bad positions. Just A. This guy, Horus, I'm gonna put the S tier because his abilities come back too fast. So S tier for him. The knock up crap, the dash, the stun, the knock up, another stun from there, and then his ultimate immediately can take everybody across the map. Problems. Horus, S tier. Hebo, not Hebo. Hou Yi, I am going to put at B tier. Wait, I'm trying to think how was the dual lane. I'm putting him at B. Reason why I'm putting him at B is because I think the dual lane is larger than what I remember it being. I could be wrong. If it's a shorter little than what I remember it being, then I'm probably put him in A. But it's larger than what I remember it being, and so the bounce off the walls, I don't see that working as well. So I'm gonna put him at B, maybe even C. I'm actually gonna take him down to C. I just remember him being worse than, or I just don't think he's gonna work as well, in this game. In Smite 2, I just don't see it happening. Hoombats, I think is absolutely dog in Smite 1, but I think he'll be better in Smite 2. Because of the beads scenario. So I think he will be better. I still think he needs a rework 1000% because he just feels like, to me, he does 0 damage the entire game. And he's just an ult bot. So I'm going to put him at C tier. I do think that he will perform better because of his ult and in late game scenarios. I'm actually just going to take him to B in late game scenarios. But I just kind of feel like he does no damage. So, yeah. Actually, I'm going to take him back to C because I feel like his 3, landing that monkey crap is annoying. It's hard. And what I've learned is that they're changing a lot of the way that the animations are in Smite 2. So I don't think it's going to be even easier to land it in Smite 2. So I'm just going to go 1. Yeah, so I'm going to go C with bats, honestly. I don't want to go all the way down to D tier. I feel like he's got a Goku skin, so that alone is enough for me to leave him at C tier. Ishtar. I'm gonna put her at A. Only reason why I'm putting her A, clear, still stupid good. Her ult, pretty good. Her dash, pretty good. Her stun is the thing that is kind of like but she does clear well. She's a poor man's Hachi man to me. So I'm just gonna leave her at A. Izanami, I think Izanami could go to S tier, but I think I'm going to leave her at A. I could see her at S because she's going to clear so fast that she causes problems. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go to S tier because she's going to clear that fast. Yeah, I think she's going to clear that fast. And in the game, when you start off the game, I spoke about this earlier. We talked about it earlier, guys. When you start off the game and you're in the process of going through the laning phase and whatnot, you can fight early. Yeah, you can do that. But once the lane comes, whoever essentially hits level 2 first is kind of the ones that go crazy. And essentially, you guys see this even in Smite 1. People don't understand that when people are hitting level 2, you need to bat the freak up because you're essentially going to die if you're not hitting level 2. And I just think that when she comes out in the game and she's implemented, if she is implemented into the game, that first wave that you're sitting there and fighting, she's just going to clear so fast that I think she's going to cause a lot of problems. So I'm putting her S tier. Giannis, I'm gonna have her or him at a good Giannis is S tier. An okay Giannis is A tier. So let me take out bias and let me just think of God's abilities and what he can do. B tier. Reason why I'm putting him B tier is because there's not a lot of walls for him to go through to travel through with his ult. That's the only reason why. Like, I'm thinking if the mid lane, if you go, I think it's from order side. If you go from the order side, you have the gold thing on the right. So let's say that you ult to try to get over to this solo lane or whatever, right? So if you try to get over to the solo lane, you are essentially ulting across middle lane. You hit the first wall, you go through, there's a gold thing, you do another wall, you go through. It's a small little journey, and then there's the whole fire giant pit after that, if I remember correctly. Then you have to walk through the whole fire giant pit in order for you to get to, I think at that point it would be solo lane. So at that point, his ult kind of becomes useless. So that's why I'm putting him B tier. Yeah, so that's why I'm putting it. Okay, Jingwei, I'm gonna put A tier. Only reason why I'm gonna put her. All right, here's the reason why I'm putting her S tier. Only reason why I'm putting her S tier is because the ability to get back to lane. Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. Her ability to get back to lane is worth alone in putting her S tier. There's no teleport. There's no crazy, items in the game right now, so to speak. So S tier for her because she's always going to beat the carry back to lane and always going to be able to get her farm. And I kind of feel like the waves move a little bit faster in this. I always felt like when I was backing, even when I was clearing a wave, I always felt like there was another wave that was like right behind me coming up, and I would always miss like 2 or 3 minions. So maybe that's just me and I'm not mid-maxing wave good enough, but I feel like with her, I think she's S tier in that aspect. Who is this? Jormungandr? Oh, he can still be stunned, but he can't be thrown. I don't think anything else really changes. I think he's just B. Said I never lost the weight. I'm dead. So Jormungandr. I'm gonna put him at B. Just simple. Simple. Kali with her stun, annoying. But again, there's no Fatalis in this game right now. So yeah, she's annoying. And I don't think you can really stay on people as much as you'd want to stay on people. But I'm going to put her above Bakasura because she has a stun. So she can hit to some degree. Maybe with the Atlantis bow she can stay a little bit faster. So I'm going to go C. I'm just going to go C tier. Khepri, I'm going to go A. I don't think he's S tier, but I do think he's A. Keeping people alive is always a good thing. Being able to pull is great. His 3 is a little stun if you land it, and his 2 is a little thing. Yeah, you guys get it. It's fine. A tier. King Arthur, the Spin Meister himself, the own Beyblade himself. God dang, there's so many more left of these. I'm going to put him at... A. Just think he's gonna be good. Simple point blank. A. Not S tier, but definitely A. The spin, he's gonna clear well. He's always gonna be able to do abilities. His ult's gonna be pretty decent. Well, he's gonna be boxing you. I'm gonna put him A. Just A. I agree with that too. He is a tough one to gauge. Kukulkan, decent. Kind of felt clunky. But I'm just gonna put him at A for now. Them adding a dash to his thing makes him better, but just A still for sure. I still think there are other guys that would be better than him in the game. Actually, I'm gonna put him B. The reason why I'm gonna put him B is because his ultimate is still pretty hard to hit without a lot of setup, so I'm just gonna put him at B. Kumbhakarna, I'm gonna put high A. I want to put him high A, but I'm just gonna put him A here because all the mezzes and stuff is just gonna be annoying to deal with. And this is a guy that when you play with him, you're just gonna be like, dude, why is he here? Stun after stun after stun. And I think he's gonna get beads just because of people being annoyed with his stun. Is there a blue stone in Smite 2? No, there is not. Not at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna put him in A because he's just dumb annoying. Kuzenbo, still stupid good. I'm taking him to S+. Reason why Kuzin for a bruising is going there. Obviously, his 1, stupid annoying. His 3, stupid annoying. His 2 takes less damage and you eat the damage. And then of course his ult just really good. Yeah, he's gonna put you out and put you in displacements that you don't want to be in, positions that you don't want to be in. Stupid good god. And then his ult is gonna easily get your beads easy. So yeah, S tier. Not as good. No, A tier. Not as good as. There needs to be like an S+ tier. That's the thing. I need to make an S+. Oh, I changed this. I need to make an S+. All right, this needs to be S+. What the? Cause there needs to be a cream of the crop list, bro. This is the cream of the crop. S+. Okay. All right, S+, Arachne. This one. Kuzin stays S. I think you go there. I think Chang'e goes S+. I think Geb goes S+. I think Fenrir is S+. I think CERN's S+. And actually, I'm going to take On Her down to S. Okay. I can see Hades going up. I don't think On Her goes up, though. I think On Her is good, but I don't think he goes up to S+. Kuma and A is OZ. Bro, I just think he's going to be annoying with the stuns. The mezzes and whatnot. Yeah, I just think he's gonna be annoying in there. All right, King, not King Arthur. Lancelot. I'm gonna put him A. I think a lot of people just now might want to start and learn what Lancelot could do, but he still is a guy that you have to position yourself really well around team fights to be able to make things happen, even with the abilities that he has. So I'm just gonna put him at A tier. I don't think he's anybody that just makes you go like, oh my god, this guy is a problem. He's a problem when you're team fighting well, for sure though. Loki, we got to play Loki. Speaking of aimbot, who's typing in the chat, I think Loki is good, but the way that I saw aimbot play him made him feel much better than what I thought he was. So here's what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna put Loki at A. Only reason why I'm gonna put him at B. The reason why I'm putting him at B is because his ult doesn't cripple at the moment. I don't know if it's a design issue or if they actually took away his cripple. If they add his cripple, easy A. If they don't add his cripple, I still leave him at B. Okay, I can see why his 1 and 2 are useless. I'm not gonna lie. I can see why his 1 and 2 are useless. I'm just gonna put Loki at B tier though, because he can get away with his silence. Not his silence, with his invis. His 2 still is decently well. His 3 hits pretty well, and his 4 is still a good ult. It just needs to cripple. So I'm just gonna put him at C. I don't think he's C or D tier, but he's definitely B for sure because he can get away in bad situations. Maui, I'm gonna leave B as well. I don't see anything great outside of his ult. His ult's cool. His little teleport thing is all right. His pull is okay. But like I said, there's other people who pull much better. There's other people who just do more than what Maui does, you know? So I'm gonna leave it at that. Medusa, I'm gonna take her up to S. Medusa will be really good in this game for sure. So I'm just gonna leave her S here. She'll clear well. She will do a lot of damage with her 1. Her ult will get your beads consistently if you're not, well, A tier. She'll clear well. She'll clear well But if you understand who you're playing against, you can dodge her ult. But she'll do so much damage from her ult and stuff that you almost feel like you have to bees because it adds it slow too. So I kind of want to put her S tier, but I'm gonna leave her A. I'm gonna leave her A for now, but I can see her being S tier for sure. Mercury, my favorite character, who I absolutely love, but crit feels awful in this game. Crit feels like it doesn't hit at all. And maybe it's because of the way that the items are. The items in the game are 20% crit each one. So you would essentially have to go the item that looks like a Hasten Katana. You'd have to go Wind Demon. You'd have to go Deathbringer. And that only gives you 60% crit at that point. So that's 3 items. So, and that's without any attack speed outside of Wind Demon. So I don't know if Mercury is going to be really good in this game. Because the items right now don't help him at all. You got to think there is no Blood Forge. There really is no crazy attack items. You don't want to go Executioners on him. You don't want to go Shins. You could, but you don't really want to go Shins on him. You don't really want to go Atlantis Bow on him. You have 80% crit late game pretty much. Yeah, but I mean, if you think about the items on current Smite one, you only needed 2. You only needed 2 items to be able to do that. You needed Rage and you needed Deathbringer, and then that was it. Those were the only 2 that you were going on there. So now having to go 4 possible items to get to crit. Yeah, I know there's Blood Forge, but you have to. But the thing with Blood Forge is like it doesn't give you movement speed in the current one in Smite. I'm pretty sure that Blood Forge doesn't give you movement speed. I don't want to look at it, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't give you movement speed. But yeah, 2 items for 90% on Smite 1. So crit just feels dog. So Mercury, I really almost want to take him to C tier. His ult will be really good, but you're not one punching nobody. And the fact that you're not one punching anybody is the problem. So C tier. His dash is cool. His 1, cool. Still same thing. The ability to punch somebody for a little while longer, cool. But the thing that made Mercury so good was the fact that you could literally get in and get out at a pretty fast rate. And even if you didn't kill them, they were down to like literally 1 tap. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave him C tier for now. Yeah, Kali's at C. There's no Hasten Katana. What's she gonna do? How's she gonna stay on somebody? Same with Bakasura. There's no Katana right now. What's the face? Merlin. I just think he's a good god. I don't think he goes any higher than B though. I think he's just good. Yeah, I just think he's good. I just think he does things. Yeah, I just think he does things well. If I'm gonna put Kukulkan B, I'm putting him B. And he just does things well. Morgan Le Fay. I'll go A with her. I'll go A on Morgan Le Fay. I feel like she. What are the versions of it right now? The one that crits and gets rid of movement ability. I'm pretty sure there's the Atlantis Bow where you hit, you get. Atlantis Bow is where you hit it and then you gain speed from hitting it, movement speed from hitting it. And I think the Katana is the one where if you hit with a crit, you lose their attack speed penalty from it. Pretty sure it's a Katana. So you'd have to build that, but that's based off of if you get a crit. So even if you only build that item, GG's, because that's 20%. So yeah, that's the only reason why I have her as low as she is. Mulan, stuns, damage, heals. Her ult is lackluster though, so A. Like the stun with the little harpoon thing she be shooting out or whatnot. Like her ability to heal in her thing. She does a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna go A on that. Let's go A. Naja is going way up on the list. I know that's crazy, but Naja is going to S. Reason why Naja is going to S is because bees are going to consistently be down, so you don't ever have to worry about literally people beesing you. Because you'll only be saying whose bees is down, and then you'll just go into them and you're killing them. So Naja is going to S because Sash, ult, and rest of it. Yeah. Any bees cause a nausea kill easily. So S without a doubt. Neith is really good in this game. S tier for sure. I'm not gonna go to S plus tier, but she is on the same thing with on here. Easy, just good, just really, really good. Her 2 is now the thing that starts to wheeze. If you have more gods inside of it, it pops more. It causes more issues. You can literally pop your 1 right after using it, which is an instant stun. If you shoot your ult and stun them, another weave falls on the ground and you can immediately pop your 1. So then you're hitting him with the 1, then you're hitting him with the root damage, and then you're hitting him. Your ult's already hit him as well. So it's just, she's just really good, and she still heals well with her weave. The auto build where it's just all ability damage nuke or whatever, I think it's called ability nuke. Yikes, big crazy hit numbers, just problem. And even more of a problem if you have people who understand the game and you got a good jungler or whatever the case may be, just issues all the way around. Nimmy Dimmy, oh yeah, and she can black flip over walls too now, so there's that. Nemesis, woo, that was a tough one. I like her 3, but again, that gets displaced or goes away if somebody knocks you up. So being tanky in this game is actually really good in Smite 2. So her ult would be really good. Her dash is decent. I wonder how much damage her 2 would do. I can see her being good with Hydras, but you do essentially have to have some auto attack speed in that too. So I'm going to put her at A because I think she'll be good. She doesn't have to stay on somebody the entire time to cause problems. Like, you don't need Fatalis on her. So I can see the auto attack canceling while also having like maybe 1 attack speed item to help with that. And then kind of going a bruisery type build too. Maybe 1 or 2 items, or maybe 1 item that has magical and physical protection. And then she's good. So I'm going to put her at A tier. I think you can put her at A tier. Nike, I almost kind of feel like will be unkillable in this game. So I'm going to put her at S tier. Just off rip, I kind of feel like she'll be unkillable. She's going to do a lot of damage with her 1. Her 2 is stupid annoying. Her 3 is a jump, and her ult is going to give her a massive shield and a slow on top of that. I just kind of feel like she'll be unkillable unless you play somebody who can pull her out of her jump. Yeah, I just kind of feel like she's good. Period, point blank. Nox is still going to be Nox. C tier. Maybe B. But I'm going to put her at C tier because you have to land the abilities. So I'm going to go C tier for now. You guys already know why. Nuwa, free damage, but nothing really changes from her. So still B tier. Odin, still good. Put him in A tier. We already know who he is. Oleron, I'm going to put him to A tier. I'm not going to take him to S tier. But his ult is going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of people. So I'm just going to put him in A tier. I don't want to take him up to S tier yet, but definitely A tier. Osiris, with the auto attacking, the way that things are right now, especially with the shins, I'm going to take him up. He's going to S tier. Yeah, the way his abilities are, the way his stun is, the way his 2 is, his ult, which counters all healing as well. Yeah, if you go Meteor Hammer, then you go some tanky items, then you go shins, you're just swinging at people. You're just swinging, especially with a stun. You're just swinging and you're ulting, you're countering heals. A lot of people don't like to go anti-heal either, so having him a part of that, I think S tier easy. Pele, ability to chase people down, nice. Knock up, nice. 3 with movement speed, nice. 1, nice. I'm going to take her all the way to S tier as well. I think she'll be really good at the jungle. And I think she'll cause problems like she already does. Persephone takes some skill to play to a degree. A tier. Think she'll still be good. Gets a dash away from people. Has her ult. S tier. Just thought about it. Has her ult. Yeah, Persephone just good. Good all the way around. Poseidon. I'm giving too many people S tier. A tier. Poseidon. Pass. Whirlpool with Gem of Isolation is really good. Ultimate, there's no beads. I mean, there's no Aegis. He might go S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 S tier so far. Raijin, A. Does a lot of damage, but just going to be A. We already know why. Ra, same thing. Ability, does a lot of damage, can heal, stay alive pretty well. But ultimate, one of the harder ones to hit if you don't have setup for it. So, going to go A. 21 counting S+. Yeah. Rama. I don't think there's an attack speed cap. So because there's not an attack speed cap, I'm going to put him at A. I don't know if there's one in the game yet. So that means you can go different items, but I think Rama will be really good. So I'm going to put him at A. I don't think he's going to reach crazy levels. Actually, I'm going to put him at B. Because I have Apollo at B too. I don't think he's going to reach crazy levels. I'm just going to put him at B. We'll leave it there. Ratatasker. The big rat. The big rat Dundada. A. Stun. Ultimate really good. Dash. Stupid good. Yeah, just good. All the way around. So we're going to go A there. Robin. I see him more in a bruiser type role, you know? Like I see him in Smite 2 being more bruisery than like the way that he is in Smite 1. But I guess Smite 1 he's kind of bruisery too. But he has an immune. That's really good. I'm just gonna put him A. He has an immune. Silladilla. I kind of want to go S. If you can play her well, I kind of want to go S. Stun consistently. Ult good. No way to beads it. I mean, no way to Aegis it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go A. I mean, S. Got to go S tier here. Serket, another really good guy that's going to be annoying, but I'm going to take her at A. I don't think she goes S or anything like that. Definitely still A. Yeah, just A. Because she's moving. Annoying. To say the least. Very, very annoying. Yeah, the built-in anti-heal is good too. But definitely A. Because she takes a lot of skill to play. That's the only reason why. If she was easier to play, I would put her higher. Set. Trying to think. One of the harder guys to play. So I'm going to put him at B. I know what you're supposed to do with him, but even in knowing what you're supposed to do with him, he's still one of the harder guys to play, in my opinion. Shiba, he be dancing on you. There's no bluestone in this game, so he doesn't get to clear as well. I'm gonna go A. Hold on. All right, Scotty with no escapes. She's stupid annoying, don't get me wrong. No escapes though. Bees burner. I want to put her at. I want to put her higher. That no escapes thing is rough though, but I'm gonna put her at A. I feel like she's good in A. Sobek, he's going to S. The pulls with him annoying. The slow with his ult, knock up works for a wheelish too. I'm just gonna put him at S. I think he's a B's burner too. I think Soul is gonna be a problem. A tier for sure. I think she'll be really good. Her exasperate or evaporate or whatever you call it, gonna be really good. Ult decent. Yeah, just good. Her two stupid good. All of it. Sun Wukong still very, very good. I don't even want to try to act like he's not gonna be really, really good. I think I might go S+ for him, just because he's still gonna be hard to kill. He's still gonna clear the lane very, very well. He's still gonna have stuns, and he's just gonna be annoying.
Yeah, that's why I put her at A aim, because of her movement speed ability with her 3. Susanoo, he is going S+. I don't care. He's going S+. The pulls consistently, problem. You can't keep up with him. He's going to get away consistently. He'll probably be more annoying than he's ever been unless they change stuff about him. Yeah, just an annoying guy that's going to cause problems in 0 or 100 to 0 you in 3 seconds. So there you go from there. Sylvanas. Sylvanas is tough. I think with Sylvanas, you just go with B. Are they adding more guys before release? Yeah. 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 They plan on adding a lot of guys before release, at least 2 to 3. But they plan on having like the main roster already done. Terra. Terra's A. I like Terra. I like the ability that she has right now. I like her wall. I like her stun. I like her thing. Nope. I think she's going to go higher. No, she's not S+ though. Her clear is going to help a lot early game though, for sure. Being able, because she just drops that thing and she dashes right into it. You're going to clear really, really fast. So you're going to get a lot of pressure. I like her in lane for sure. But I don't know if I put her up there with Sobek. Or up there with an Ares. Or Cerberus. So I think she's gonna be really good. I just don't know if I take her to S tier, but I think she's definitely one of those supports that you're like, oh, I got a tier. Okay, cool. We finna get crazy. Thanatos S+, and I don't even need to go into why he's an S+, but I will. Obviously his 1's gonna still hit stupid hard. His 3 still gonna be really, really good to silence you. His 2 and the movement speed and penetration that you're gonna get automatically from it, that goes without saying just how good he's gonna be. And then out of all of that, after all of that, and you're dealing with all of that, he's got an execute to deal that or to do that with you too. And your beads are gonna be down because they're just gonna be down. And if they're not down, you're still gonna be stunned and have your beads down, and that's a GG. And then you won't have an Aegis. And let's just keep it 100 here. Until people get used to the game, reacting to the sound of him falling on you, you're generally probably not going to activate your Bloodforge proc off rip. Like, you might hear it, but getting to the point that you're like immediately Q as he's falling down on that, that's going to take a while for people to get used to. And so he's going to be really, really good for a while. He's just going to be really, really good. And there's no way around it. It's just who Thanatos is. He's just going to be that good. So if your beads go down, expect to die. And listen, it doesn't matter if you're in the tower. Expect to die. If your beads are down, you're just going to die for the next 3 minutes of your life. And that's okay. Deal with it. Morgan, high. S. Only because she can now turn into anybody that she wants to turn into and cause problems. Or she can always do that. But I think in this game, it's going to be even more of a problem because your beads are going to be down. And so yeah, from that aspect, I have to put her S because she just becomes way more valuable and viable as a player. Thor is another one that is going S. I'm sorry, I don't know if I go S tier or S+, but definitely S because Thor is another one that just does everything well. I don't like playing him, but his 1 is stupid hard. He double taps really well. His spin to win is stupid good. His stun is stupid good. And then, of course, his ult is amazing. So, yeah, S tier. Simple, point blank, nothing. Toth, I hope they change him. But for now, I'm going to put him at A tier. I don't want to put him in S tier, even though he's really good. Who is this? I can't remember who this chick was. I always forget who this chick's name is. But y'all know her. I'm going to put... Oh, Tiamat. I'm going to put her at B tier. Yeah, Tiamat. Tsukiyomi. Stun's decent. Ult puts you in a bad position 9 times out of 10 if you're not using it right. One of the more difficult guys to play than in general. So I'm going to put him at B because he has no escapes. Tier with no B's and you not being able to do nothing with tier. I think he does go to S, but I'm going to leave him at A right now because there's no bluestone. So he doesn't clear as well. Uller, with all the stuns that this mother trucker has, if you can land him, he goes to S+. And with all the crap that he has, he's got his axe. He's moving. He's hitting his one consistently. Yeah, if he's landing his abilities consistently, the way that this game is right now, I think he goes to S plus. Because what do you do? So I'm just gonna leave him there. Vamana, I don't think is gonna be nearly as good as this game as what he is in the other game. It's my one right now, so I'm gonna put him at B tier. I think Big Baby will be cool, but again, there's no haste katana. There's none of that stuff that allows you to keep going and swinging and hitting people. He might even fall down to C tier. So yeah, I think he falls down to C tier in that aspect. Vulcan, I'm just gonna go A tier. Still would clear well. Still has a decent escapability with his dash away with his little thing that shoots out at you. His ultimate will still hit pretty hard. The alpha is done. I'm making a Smite 2 tier list on the current gods and Smite 1 on what I feel will be who the broken gods will be. X-Ball, I'm just gonna put him in solid A tier. Solid A tier guy. I don't see him being much more than S or S plus as far for Smite 2. Unless they change a lot of things about him, they add new items. I don't really see that. Jing Tian, I'm gonna put him at S because again, all of these guys are really, really good. I wasn't supposed to be live right now, guys. I accidentally went live. I was supposed to click the start recording option and I clicked start streaming, and yeah, so you guys are watching this live, but once I finish this I'm gonna get off and then I'm gonna go edit it and go post it on YouTube and go from there. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in S because yeah, like I said, beads burning, and if beads are down, you're getting thrown to all the team and they die. Similar to Ares, the only difference is that Ares is just a lot easier to hit, and this one it takes a long time to get it off, but still S for sure. Yamoja, because there's no like way for you to get through her stuff anymore with like a phantom or anything along the lines of that, I think she's just solid A, but I leave it there. Tough to say. Ymir, very, very good. He is S. He's not S plus, but he's definitely S. He is good in the jungle. He is good in the solo lane. He is good in the support. I didn't see him be played in the mid lane, but I'm pretty sure he'd be good there too. That new change, what makes him so good is the new change to his wall. That wall alone, being able to knock people forward or backwards, or knock yourself away to get away from a fight and hold people back, alone was enough to push him to S tier. He's just good. He's just really good. Are we taking him to S plus? All right, S plus. I don't mind it at S plus. I just think he's really good all the way around. And I don't know if it was because of the current guys that we had in the game as well, but I kind of feel like even if we had most of the guys in the game, he would still perform really, really well in the game. Like I said, having the ability to knock people back with his wall and then knocking yourself forward. You can knock yourself forward to chase people. You can knock yourself forward to get away. You can knock them backwards to get to people. You can knock your teammates forward to get to people. There's a lot of macro play that you can do with him to cause a lot of problems for a lot of people. And I think we're only scratching the surface of what Ymir can do. It'll be really good to see when he's played in a professional level what people do with him and all that. Yu Hong or Hawang or however you say his name, I'm gonna put him at A. I think his dash and being able to get away, it will be really good, which is still it's good in Smite 1, but I think he'll just be okay. Actually, I'm gonna put him B. I think he'll just be okay. Oh, I'm sure you can get Hydra crit autos with him, and for the jungle, the baby with the bat S plus. No, I got I got Vamana at C plus sauce. Yeah, he's not gonna be good in Smite 2. Not how the game is made right now. Zeus, stupid good. He's going to S. His 2 change alone that allows him to move dump fast is crazy. Allowing his 3 stacks on if you hit somebody 3 times and then you stun him, crazy. He's just really, really good all the way around. So just S plus from that. Zhang Kui. Oh, my boy Zhang. No escapes. Needs beads to stay alive. Does a lot of damage. tanky to some degree. I wonder if people will build him with more tankiness involved, and then he's more of a solo laner now. But yeah, anti-heal is really, really good now too. I'm gonna go ahead and put him at a solid B. I don't think he goes to C tier yet. Man, maybe C tier. I'm gonna put him at C. I just don't think he'll be able to do anything to the level that what he can do now in Smite 1. Unfortunately, I just don't see it happening. Shooter in the solo lane. I'm trying to see how would he work in there. I think he'll still be the same. I'm gonna put him A. I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A just because he still does a lot of damage. He still clears wave pretty easy with his 3. His 2 is still good as well. He's throwing stuff. So I'm gonna put him A. I don't want to put him S yet. But I'm definitely put him A. Marty Kors, that boy going down to a D. Only reason I'm putting him at a D is because I hate him. No, I'm playing. I do hate him though. No, I feel like he doesn't have an escape to get away. He's just dancing around in that thing. His ult is pretty decent, but if you're always using your ult to get away, you're not really enjoying playing him. And then not having beats, he just kind of dies. So I'm just gonna go D. Yeah, I'm just gonna go D. E-Shell I think is A. And simple point blank A. Okay, so this is the tier list for Smite 2. It took me an hour and 36 minutes to make this mess. But yeah, I think this is a tier list for Smite 2. I think the S+ gods are all deserving of the S+ gods for Smite 2. I think Arachne is going to be a huge problem without a doubt. I think Ares 1000% is going to be a problem because he's going to get your beads no matter what. You're just going to die. And I think he's going to be broken. I think Change having the ability to immune all of that consistently is really, really good for her. And she also has a stun. Easy decision to make in that aspect. Geb, just to go over it real quick. Geb, stupid good. His 1, moving all across the map, obviously. His 2, it's going to be really, really great as far as the big cone, Red Sea, as far as how hard or how easy it is to hit people with it. His 3 being able to shield and basically make your ADC or whoever you're shielding not have to use their beads is really, really good. And his ult is really, really good too. All that speaks volumes for what it's going to be in Smite 2 alone, so that makes sense why he's really going to be S+ in Smite 2. Fenrir, we all got to play him in Smite 2. He's already really good. I don't need to go into it. The runes change with his passive makes him stupid good. So yeah, there's that. Also, Miss Salty, thank you for the follow. And then you have Cernanos, who's always been really, really good in the game. Just a really, really good god all the way around in the game. So there's Cernanos, and he stays there. He just stays really, really good. Hades, again, with your beads down, any god that has CC for a long period of time, it's going to cause problems. And like I said, you can run Ares and Hades, and immediately when you know their beads are down, you just combo those two together, and people are just crying. They're sitting there with a Jordan meme, and they're just crying. Sun Wukong's going to always stay alive, obviously, and he's still going to cause a lot of problems. Same thing with Susanoo. Susanoo is going to be a problem with the pulls consistently, with the ability to get in and get out, with the Hydra procs, procs and all of that. He's going to be a problem. Thanatos, we already know. I don't even want to go into that again. You already know he's going to be a thing. Uller, if you can hit your abilities at S+, definitely going to be a problem on ADC if you can hit your abilities because it's just Uller, all right? And then Ymir, we already know how good he is in the game now. So Guardians, I think, are going to be eating. A lot of the people that I love to play so far in the jungle I think they're going to fall off, like Mercury. I think he's going to fall off hard. It's unfortunate, but there's still a lot of room for... This is all going off of what we know in the game right now. So there's still room for a lot of items to be made. For all we know, we could see a Rage in the next beta or in the next alpha. We can see a Rage, and that immediately puts Mercury right back up on the list. But the fact that there is no Rage right now, that means you got to build basically 4 crit items and you get 2 items for yourself. Just not what you're looking for a Mercury in that situation, because then he has no real sustainability, which causes problems. So yeah, just stuff like that in the game makes it to where it is at the moment. But yeah, a lot of good guys. This is it at the moment, and I'm going to go save it, download this image, and I'm gonna use this as a PNG and go edit this video. So I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go edit this video, post this on YouTube, because it is an hour and 40 minutes long. Post this on YouTube, and then after that, I am going to get back on, and we'll have ourselves a good stream because my kids and my wife are not gonna be here for a week. So I don't got nothing else to do but stream, guys. So I'm gonna stream for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and we'll probably be off around 1 or 2 in the morning, something like that. But now we gotta go back and play Smite 1. So, yay. All right, let me go edit this video, and I will see you guys later. Peace.